This feels weird. I'm back. Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. If you know me, my name is Cara and I used to do YouTube over at Cara Botchel, where I uploaded book related content and lifestyle content. I haven't uploaded that channel in over a year now. I gained full-time employment in my current job, life got busy, COVID happened, and I just sort of fell out of the love of making YouTube videos. But my New Year's resolution was to get back on Booktube. I have still been active on Bookstagram and I knew I wanted to have a dedicated channel related just to Bookstagram. Booktube. So Cara's Bookish Life was born. If you don't know what that is my Instagram username, so you can follow me along now at Cara's Bookish Life on everything if you want to find me. But obviously this being a new channel, I thought I would do a little Booktube newbie tag. Obviously I'm not a newbie to the whole YouTube game, but in relation to this channel and people finding me, I am a newbie per se. So I'm very excited to do this. If you guys would love to subscribe, please do. I can't wait to come on this journey with you and see how we grow over the year and years to come. So make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you like this video, subscribe down below and turn the bell on for notifications. Who is she? Who is she? I have found some questions on Pinterest, the Booktube newbie tag. Some of them are a bit iffy. This is actually the Bookstagram newbie tag, but it's basically the same thing. Bookstagram, Booktube anyway. So question 1, why do you love to read? I just love to read because it gives me so much joy in being invested in someone else's story, going on an adventure and being so connected to these characters that they literally feel like your friends, and feeling heartbreak and sorrow and grief and love, thank you motorbike, and joy in everything for these characters. And it is one of my favorite things to do ever. Number 2, do you have a favorite place to read? I tend to normally read at night time in bed or on the couch. I do quite enjoy reading, you know, when I donate blood, I love to read. I love to read on the train when I used to go to university. I love doing that. I can read in cars. I know some people get a bit funny in the car with motion sickness, but I absolutely love that. It's a great way to pass the time. Number 3, what books or series got you into reading? It's very cliche, but it's definitely the Twilight books. I was a reader in primary school, but definitely in high school I really got into reading, especially when I was able to go to my school library and borrow books there. I used to always love, if you're Australian you might know this, I'll put on the screen here, the Girlfriend, I think it was Girlfriend, the Girlfriend books that were this thick, and it was basically just little short romantic stories. I loved them, but really Twilight was the one that sort of set me into my reading game back in year 7, back when I was a little 13-year-old, and I'm now 25 this year. So number 4, what kind of books do you like to read? I love anything. As you can see by my TBR shelf, I love fantasy, romance, sci-fi, dystopian, thriller. I love crime. I love contemporaries. I love literally anything. Honestly, there's probably nothing I wouldn't read. I'm not really big into classics, but I really love fantasy. I think fantasy and contemporary is probably my favorites at the moment. But I do love a thriller every now and then. There's something about a thriller to break up a love triangle. Number 5, do you prefer paperbacks or hardbacks? I am 110% paperback the whole way. I have one hardback, and the only reason I have that is because my fiance bought it for me thinking I liked it, and just because it's special edition doesn't mean I like it. I don't like hardbacks. They feel too awkward in my hands. They're too thick, they're too heavy. I'm a spine cracker, I'm sorry. So I like being able to actually get my hands into a book and move it around instead of being so confined like this, but definitely paperback. Number 6, do you read more than one book at a time? Absolutely not. I feel like I'm a slow reader as it is, and if I was to read more than one book, I think it would take me so much longer than it does generally. I used to read a chapter of a book back when I was probably 15. I used to read a chapter of a book every night, and it would take me so long to get through books because I was so I was just dawdling with each story, really. Alright, question 7 is, what book or book series are you most excited to read this year? Now, I am really excited to read the Nevernight series by Jay Kristoff. I really enjoyed his work on Aurora Rising with Amy Kaufman. I actually bought the series over the Boxing Day sales, and a lovely follower of mine called Renee on Instagram actually bought me the final book because I couldn't find it at Dimmicks, which was so bloody sweet. And I'm also really excited to read the last book, A Vow So Bold and Deadly? Yes, A Vow So Bold and Deadly, which comes out next month, which is the final book in the A Curse of Dark and Lightning series. And then I'm really excited, but also sad, to read the final book in the Miss Peregrine series later this year. I think it comes out in March. I absolutely adore that series. It is so underrated. If you haven't read the Miss Peregrine's book, please do. It is completely different from the movie that was made, and it's got such a unique story to it that I really wish more people read that book. Number 8, do you reread books? Why or why not? Honestly, the only books I have reread is the Hunger Games and the Twilight series. When I was younger, I used to always reread them. I have reread Breaking Dawn probably 6 times. It is so thick that I don't think I'd be able to do it now. I had one in a day once. I read Breaking Dawn in the entire day. From 9 to 9, I had that time period blanked out, and I read it, and I don't know how I did that. If it's a book that I think I would really love, I don't get rid of my books unless it's like something that I haven't read in literally 10 years. But I don't know, I'm not really a big rereader. I'm just a fall in love head over heels with the book and then put it on the shelf and move on to the next characters kind of person. Number 9, do you have a monthly book budget? Definitely not. This is a lot of books. This is my TBR shelf. And I know to some people that is nothing. They have whole entire bookshelves of TBR. But I like to sort of have, you know, at least 10 books ready for me to go. If there's sort of 1 or 2 left, I'll buy it, buy some more stuff, but I don't have a monthly book budget. I'd say I probably buy 1 or 2 books a month, if that. You know, if it's a book I've got on pre-order, but I'm not a big person of actually budgeting for books because I feel like I don't need to. I always sort of have one ready to go that I haven't had to budget in my budget, yeah. And question 10, what do you think your followers should know about you? I just want you to know that honestly, I am so excited to be here. I am actually a rep for a company called the Bookish Bean Co. So I will be doing, you know, lots of unboxings for them when I get my rep packages and talking about new products and stuff, because I'm really excited to actually put out my Bookstagram into my YouTube channel. I feel like I've been really sort of stuck in having this one Instagram account and not having a way to expand it. And I'm really excited for that to actually happen on here. I'll also be doing reviews from different publishers. I am actually very grateful that I do get books sent to me for review. So you will see books like that reviewed on my channel here. You'll see tags and hauls and wrap-ups. I'm not a big person of monthly sort of, I want to read 4 books this month because I pressure myself. This year my book goal is lower because the goal I set last year I did not reach by far. So I lowered my goal because I'll reach my goal I have, and then anything that goes over is a blessing. It's a blessing. I'm really excited for you guys to come along on this journey with me. If you are from Instagram, please let me know down in the comments down below. I'm really interested to see how many of my followers actually sort of travel over from there. Or if you're an OG Cara Bottrell fan, let me know as well. I'd love to know who's here and watching, and I love you guys, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.